Jelly Roll, the Grammy-nominated country rap hybrid sensation born Jason Bradley DeFord, has built a career on unflinching honesty, transforming personal demons into platinum-plated anthems that resonate with the broken and the brave. In a Tuesday episode of the Human School podcast, the 40-year-old artist bared his soul in a way that few public figures dare, confessing to the darkest chapter of his marriage, an affair that nearly shattered his union with wife Bunnie Xo. "I don't talk about this publicly at all, but one of the worst moments of my adulthood was when I had an affair on my wife," he admitted, his voice cracking with the residue of regret that lingers like a stubborn scar. This revelation wasn't a bid for sympathy but a deliberate unpacking of pain, a therapeutic exhale meant to illuminate the shadows for listeners grappling with their own relational wreckage. Jelly Roll's narrative arc, from street hustler to stadium headliner, has always been laced with redemption, but here he confronts the raw underbelly of infidelity, framing it not as a footnote but as a fulcrum for growth. The affair, which unfolded during a turbulent stretch in 2018, wasn't born in a vacuum but in the toxic ecosystem Jelly Roll cultivated around himself. "I was hanging around a bunch of people that were cheating on their wives," he explained, tracing the contagion of bad habits to his then circle of enablers. Cocaine binges begot cocaine circles, heavy drinking drew in fellow boozers. It was a classic case of proximity poisoning, where the company one keeps becomes a mirror reflecting and amplifying one's worst impulses. Jelly Roll, who rose from Nashville's underground rap scene peddling pills to penning hits like "Son of a Sinner," admitted to romanticizing longevity over quality in friendships. "I used to be proud of long-standing friendships just because they had a number attached to them. Horrible humans. But I would just be proud to say, that dude's been with me 12 years. This misplaced loyalty he now recognizes was a crutch for his insecurities, a way to validate a past marred by incarceration and addiction. Sobriety, achieved in recent years, has sharpened his discernment. Today he curates companions who elevate rather than erode. I wanted to be friends with people I wanted to be like," he shared, a mantra that extends beyond platonic ties to the sacred vows of marriage. Yet, amid the mea culpa, Jelly Roll's story shines with the luminosity of repair. The couple, who met in 2015 amid Jelly's nascent fame and wed in 2016, hit an impasse that year, separating briefly as trust fractured. But what could have been a terminal rupture became a testament to tenacity. "The repair has been special. And we're stronger than we could have ever been," he reflected, crediting their recommitment with forging an alloy tougher than before. Vow renewal in 2023 wasn't performative pageantry but a profound recommitment, symbolizing the alchemy of turning leaden lows into golden longevity. Bunnie Xo, the vivacious host of the Dumb Blonde podcast, has been Jelly's co-conspirator in this reclamation, her own candor about the split, shared in a 2023 TikTok as a wild journey called life, mirroring his vulnerability. "Who knew that us breaking up in 2018, me moving back to Vegas and you coming to get me back, would have put us on this wild journey," she wrote, ending with a slurred, "I you so much," that captures the messy, magnificent reality of enduring love. Their partnership, blended with Jelly's 2 children from prior relationships, Bailey, 16, and Noah, 10, forms a mosaic family where forgiveness isn't fragility but fortitude. Jelly Roll's confession arrives at a pivotal juncture, as his star ascends with the raw introspection of albums like Wits at Chapel, which nabbed Album of the Year at the 2024 CMAs. Tracks like Need a Favor, Pulse with Pleas for Grace, echoes of the grace he sought and received from Bunnie. This openness aligns with his broader ethos, using scars as scripture. From tattooed knuckles earned in county jails to sold-out Bridgestone Arena shows, Jelly's trajectory illustrates how vulnerability fuels velocity. The affair, he posits, was a symptom of unchecked ambition clashing with unhealed wounds. Repairing it required radical accountability, therapy's trenches, and the humility to rebuild from rubble. "When I was doing cocaine, I was hanging around a bunch of people that were doing cocaine," he reiterated, underscoring the insidious normalcy of vice in echo chambers. Sobriety, now a multi-year milestone, has recalibrated his relational radar, prioritizing partners, in life and art, who mirror his aspirations. Bunnie's perspective, though sparingly voiced, adds poignant counterpoint. Her podcast empire thrives on unfiltered tales, yet she treads lightly on Jelly's betrayal, framing their hiatus as a crucible for clarity. "Our castle in the sand had to crumble so we could rebuild on solid ground," she poeticized, invoking biblical resilience. This shared narrative disrupts the fairy tale facade of celebrity couples, humanizing them as vessels of vice and victory. Jelly's children too factor into this redemption remix. Co-parenting amid chaos has taught him stewardship over spectacle, ensuring his daughters see a father who falls and rises. As he eyes future collapse, perhaps with Bunnie's dumb blonde guests like Dolly Parton, their union models matrimony as marathon, not sprint. Critically, Jelly Roll's candor challenges country music's macho myths, where philandering is plot device, not peril. By owning his worst moment, he destigmatizes therapy and transparency, inviting fans to audit their own entourages. The podcast's intimacy, raw, unscripted, amplifies this, turning monologue into movement. As he tours arenas chanting, "Save me," one hears the subtext, "Save us from ourselves through confession's catharsis." In reclaiming this rupture, Jelly Roll and Bunnie emerge as relational renegades, proving that betrayal's ashes can birth unbreakable bonds. Their story, scarred yet soaring, reminds us that love's truest hits are the hard-won harmonies after the discord. At 40, Jelly's not just surviving, he's scripting a sequel where redemption refrains.